Well, we've now reached the end of the Fellows Dinner, and as you can tell, I'm feeling quite relaxed. Last summer, when AOM was in Boston, I happened to sit behind Cynthia Navalenko at a JABS editorial board meeting. She was then working for Sage and is now working for Taylor and Francis. The back of her hair was a really lovely shade of purple, and I started thinking, wow, I'd really like to do that sometime. But when? And then it occurred to me that the obvious time to do it was when I'm the outgoing dean of the Fellows. So this is what I'm trying. I don't think I have an alternate career as a hairdresser ahead of me, but I'm still enjoying myself and I'm grateful to Cynthia. There are several other people I want to thank as well. Actually, I want to thank all of the Fellows for the opportunity to serve as dean. This wasn't something I necessarily aspired to, but it has turned out to be much more interesting and much more of a learning experience than I could have imagined. And I can say now that I'm very grateful for these past 3 years. One of the things I'm most grateful for is the chance to get to interact with and to get to know many of you than I would have otherwise. And I also have thanks in particular to several people. One of them is Rob Folger, who was my deputy dean the last 2 years. Herman was deputy dean the first year, and I've already thanked him, and he's gone on to better and bigger things, as you know. But I've really enjoyed working with Rob and getting to know him. In particular, I've learned a lot about what it means to be very supportive in a way that is just helpful and not wanting to be in charge, and also what it means to act ethically in dealing with complicated situations. So thank you very much to Rob, and I want you to know your plaque is in the mail. There are many people in the Academy office who have been very helpful, and I'll just mention a few here. Nancy, Therese, Taryn, Lucy, Carrie, Carly, and Julia, and I've probably left some off. But we couldn't do a lot of what we've been trying to do the last few years without your help, without your advice, without your suggestions, and many other things. So thank you very much for making this job possible. I'm also very grateful to a number of BC students who have worked for the Fellows. Jenny, Chris, Emma, and Sophia. Until this summer, they collected our dues, they ran our elections, they ran our nomination processes, and we really could not have done this without them. So good luck to the 4 of you. I'm very grateful to Beth Shinoff. She's a colleague and a friend in the management and organization department at BC. When I became aware that I actually had to coordinate and run a Fellows dinner, I didn't have the vaguest idea even how to get started doing that. But Beth did all the work for that my first year, and then my second year taught me what to do. So by this year, I actually knew, unfortunately, but Beth, thank you so much. I'm grateful to my real dean, Andy Boynton. Throughout the time I was dean, and actually just before it, he started providing a lot of support and encouragement, but his support was real. He provided financial support when we needed it. He provided administrative support and emotional support, which helped enormously and was crucial, actually. And one of the ways it was crucial was that after I got started being dean, I discovered that the fellowship had had some complications with accounting issues for at least the last 6 or 7 years. And Terry Kaufman from our bank, Marianne Lindquist, and Ed Taylor solved those issues for us and is a senior lecturer and assistant chairperson of the accounting department at BC. Andy got him to work with us, and that has made all the difference in our ability to function. So I'm very grateful to these folks. I'm grateful to Jill Erica Hampson. Jill has been working with us this summer, as you know, and will continue working with the fellows. It's because of her that we're on AOM Connect. It's because of her that we're on the AOM program, and in a way that actually looks halfway intelligent. And she has also taken a number of other creative steps that would not have been possible otherwise. So thank you, Jill. I'm grateful to Michael Smith, who was my department, the Management and Organization Department's administrative assistant. In addition to all the work he regularly does as administrative assistant in the department, he has coordinated all the administrative work of the fellows over the past 3 years. He's been the supervisor for the undergraduate students, and he has also kept on top of things, found places to order plaques and things like that, and has been very, very helpful to the fellows. Finally, this will seem a little weird, but the person I'm particularly grateful to is my brother, Bob. Bob is an attorney in Kansas City who was also for a time interim president of Donnelly College in Kansas City, Kansas, a college that mostly serves underserved students. Bob figured out what was going on for us with the accounting issues and what we needed to do. He has been a sounding board for me on many questions about whether it's all right, for example, for us to have a vote on several things or not have to have a vote. He developed the independent contractor agreement for JEL. He did all those things without any hope of reciprocity. He's one of the most generous people I know. So I'm glad at least to be able to recognize him in this setting. And I'd also say with great delight, welcome to Don. I'm very glad that you're going to be the next Dean of the Fellows, and I'm sure you'll do a wonderful job. Those of you who have been at the Fellows dinners the last 2 years know that despite what's in our Constitution, we have not had business meetings. And clearly there's no reason to have one tonight either. So all I will do is say thanks once more, wish you as wonderful an Academy meeting as is possible when we're all meeting virtually, and tell you I really, really do look forward to seeing you all in Philadelphia next year.